And welcome to Boost Boerne Business, right here on Boerne Radio, 103.9 FM, and of course on AM 1500. And if you're listening online, thank you at BoerneRadio.com. My name is Roland J Ruiz. I'm sitting in for Baron Wiley today, and very excited because, man, classic cars, oh gosh, one of my passions. I absolutely love them, and I'm just honored to be sitting here today with Glen Leonard. Glen is with the Texas Corvette Association, and we've got a very special event coming up here in April that we're going to talk about here in just a bit. First of all, Glen, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Texas Corvette Association. That's neat. I guess this is Corvette owners from specifically here in the area, or are they, as the name implies, from all over Texas?
No, mostly here in the area, the San Antonio area. We've got 300 plus members, and we meet once a month at the Longhorn Restaurant here in Boerne, and we're putting on a great car show coming up here on April the 18th, Saturday, here in town.
Oh, that's wonderful. We're going to talk about that here in just a bit. It's one of the most classic muscle cars there is out there, the Corvette. It's a beautiful machine. And how far back do some of your classic Corvettes go?
Our Corvettes, we've got them all the way back to, they started in 1953 with the first Corvette. We have guys that own some of those cars. There were 300 of them made, and a couple of our members happen to own one of each of them.
Wow, that is
1953.
53. And they go up, I guess the latest model year you would have as a member of your club is what now? How far do they go?
2026, brand new ones.
Oh, they're still rolling off the assembly line, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
That's awesome.
They come in convertibles and coupes, and they're gorgeous. They're really pretty cars.
Absolutely. And what does it entail to be a member? I mean, besides ownership, I mean, what are some of the other criteria for joining the Texas Corvette Association?
Oh, I guess most of it would be becoming a member because you can be part of the club with other folks that have the same ideas in mind. That is, drive your Corvette and have fun with it. So there's no written criteria for being a member. A lot of folks join the club because we do sponsor a couple of charities that make people feel good that we're donating money to them. We're here to have fun with the Corvettes.
So tell me a little bit about your involvement, the Texas Corvette Association, with the Fiesta folks.
Yes, we got involved with the Fiesta folks in 2007, I believe, and we are an official member of the San Antonio Fiesta Commission that puts on all the events in downtown San Antonio. We are the only event outside the city limits of San Antonio.
All right, at the risk of me wanting to sound like Captain Obvious, which I shouldn't do, but tell me a little bit about the Corvette you own.
I own a 2016 Z06 Corvette Coupe. So that's 2016. It's 10 years old today. Wow. And it's orange in color, and it's really a nice car.
What made you get interested in Corvettes, say, versus other models or other muscle cars that are out there?
I bought my first Corvette when I was 25 years old. So it's in your blood. I think the folks that own Corvettes are special. They have a certain thing with these cars that are so exciting to have one and drive it and be part of it's kind of like a club. And I would think nationally there's probably a club in most cities around the country.
Do you have any dealings with other Corvette clubs, say, from different parts of the country?
Well, when we have the car show, car clubs come into town from Dallas, from Houston, from Kansas, Oklahoma, and there's car clubs all over the country. There's also a museum in Bowling Green, Kentucky, that has Corvettes back to the beginning in 1953 up to current, and they've got a big museum there in town, and it's right next door to the manufacturing facility of the Corvettes in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And the production of the Corvette is, I don't know, I'd say 30 to 40,000 cars a year.
Wow. And, we're mentioning muscle cars. What type of engine are we looking at in those things?
Well, they've got them up now to over 1,000 horsepower.
Gosh, I couldn't imagine.
And it's hard to imagine even driving that on the street. I think most of those cars that have that high horsepower, and it's an option type thing. The average built Corvette today is about 490 horsepower, which is still a lot of horsepower.
I did the best I could to hold on to my 69 Chevy, which was my first car, and that thing could get up and go. It had a 327 in it, and that thing could really move.
There you go. See, you know about cars, 327 engine and all that good stuff.
It was a beautiful thing. I mean, now you're making me reminisce.
Well, it's a fun hobby, I guess, to a lot of people. Most folks, when I bought my first one, I used it as my daily driver. It was a 67 coupe. But today, the Corvettes most of them are garaged, driven only in nice weather, and are well taken care of.
As you were mentioning just a few minutes ago, we're coming in, we've got a big event coming up here on Main Street here in Boerne. That's on the 18th, and it's the 33rd annual Open Car Show. Glenn, give me a little information on what we can expect to see there.
Yeah, we started out with this 33 years ago, and I think the first car show probably had about 35 cars to it. And we were not here in Boerne. We started in Boerne in the year 2000. So this is our 26th car show here in the city of Boerne. And I believe that first car show in Boerne had about 75 cars. We had enough to fill the lawn there on Main Street Plaza. And now we last year had 480 cars. We had Main Street closed and a lot of the surface streets closed up here in town.
And you know, the
everywhere.
Plaza right here in Boerne, the Plaza is just the place to have it. I've been to several car shows out there. It is just a great place to feature them.
It's the greatest venue we can find, and we as a car club are so happy with it and appreciate the city of Boerne allowing us to take over the city one day a year for the car show.
The city of Boerne is great.
Yes,
absolutely great for things like that. Yes. So, Open Car Show, as you mentioned, I'm looking at your ad here, 450 cars. There will be vendors out there and food trucks as well?
Yes, sir. We'll have vendors, food vendors, car vendors, food trucks. We're going to have a silent auction. We're going to have music playing. We're going to have a pet blessing.
I love that.
That's very cool.
It is.
Our Reverend's going to handle that on Saturday, and it'll be quite an event for the pets.
I own a cat that could really use a blessing if I could bring him. He really needs it.
Well, all you got to do is show up, bring your cat.
Bring him,
we'll bless it.
All right. And silent auction, Glenn, what are some of the items that are going to be going in the silent auction?
Most of them are car-oriented, but they're not all that. Some of them are books, some of them are pieces of literature, some of them are history parts of pieces that are sold. But yeah, we generate maybe $10,000 in revenue off the silent auction. All the auction items are given to us to auction off.
And I understand the proceeds from the car show are going to benefit whom?
The St. Jude's Ranch for Children here in the Hill Country is for abused and neglected children. Take them and house them there at the ranch, and they go to school with other children. They do all the facilities, and all of the money from the car show, every penny, goes to that charity. There's a bunch.
Okay, classic car owners, specifically, Corvettes, all right? The owners are very proud of them, put a lot of work into them, have them shining, and just pristine, so there will be awards given.
Yes, and it's not just Corvettes. This is an open car show. We have 38 different areas that we're going to give prizes away, awards, under the 55 Chevy, 56, 57 Chevys will get to have their own category, and awards will be given to that group of cars. So there's 38 of them. I think maybe half of them are Corvette-oriented, but the other half are for trucks, cars, antiques, and so on.
That's great. So all different categories of cars.
Absolutely.
Will there be, say, division for foreign cars or just specifically American cars?
We have area for foreign cars also, yes. Ferraris and Maseratis and so on, yes.
Man, this is going to be a show. You really need to write it on your calendar. April 18th, it'll be at the Main Street Plaza here in Boerne. It is the 33rd Annual Open Car Show. Once again, I'm talking with Glen Leonard of the Texas Corvette Association. And Glenn, it's been a pleasure to have you. And once again, invite the folks out. Tell them to come out and visit us.
Yeah, come on out. There is no fee to the public to come out here and view the cars. We had about 7,000 people here last year down Main Street looking at all the cars, and there's no charge. Now, if you want to enter your car in the car show and hope to win an award, there's a small fee there, and you have to register your car early in the morning. And we have early registration on our website, which is www.corvettes, www.texas-corvette-association.com. That's our website, and if you go there, you can register your car.
All right, and all the information concerning the open car show will be right there for you as well, right?
All the categories, yes, sir, and the times and dates. And the car show opens up officially at 8 o'clock in the morning and closes at 4 p.m. in the afternoon.
All right.
And we'll give the prizes away starting at 3 o'clock. Our 33rd Open Annual Car Show, sponsored by Cavender Chevrolet, City of Boerne, XPEL, A&A Transportation, Morgan Stanley, Fair Oaks Emergency Room, and Boerne Radio.
Get it on your calendar right now. April 18th, right here at the Plaza in Boerne. It's the 33rd Annual Open Car Show. And Glen Leonard, we thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And we'll see you out on Main Plaza on the 18th.
I look forward to it.
And thank you for listening to Boerne Radio, 103.9 FM.